Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Lisa and I'm crazy about perfumes. In today's video, I'd like to talk about the recent purchases that I made of perfumes. I've gone a little bit excessive. In the few months since I've started this channel, it's excessive for me given that for the past few years, or maybe even the past 10 years, I've had at the most 6 perfumes at any one time. So the collection has grown substantially for me, and while I enjoy it, I know that I can't go too far. So let's get started with the purchases. The first one I want to talk about is this Discovery set by A& Other. I don't know much about this brand. I saw it at Mecca and I really love Discovery sets, and I couldn't resist having a look at what they had available that day, and this was one of those that they had out on display. So this brand is made in the US, and their philosophy seems to be clean, simple fragrances. So you can see the packaging is quite minimal, and there's the tagline, simple is the new bold, and their website, made in the USA. So that's the box out of its outer cover. Oops, something in here. Oh yes, it's another info card. Simple is the new bold. Perfect. And what caught my attention when the lady in the store opened one of the boxes for me is that it had these info cards of the perfumers. So I thought that was really cool. I've never had a perfume that came with this information. So here's one of them, and some information on the fragrance, and the naming is as well quite minimalistic. So this one is WD 2018, and it's meant to represent the one or more of the fragrance notes, I believe. Oops, the box is upside down. Okay, here we go, right way up. So yes, gorgeous sample size vials. I did try one of them, trying to see which one it was. So I picked this one to try. This one is SN 2020. Let's have a look. Oops, let's have a look at the card. So this one is by Christine Hassan, and it says, at the heart of SN 2020 is the rich, naturally juicy peach scent of Osmanthus Absolute. It is contrasted with the freshness of a sea salt accord. So let's give that a try. Yes, this smells sweet fruity. It's quite different from my Osmanthus by Acqua di Parma. Interesting. Yeah, so I look forward to trying out this Discovery set, and maybe there'll be one in here that I would like to purchase a full bottle of. So Mecca Cosmetics is a beauty retailer here in Australia. They're similar to Sephora. and I have been going there on and off for years, but it's only been this past 6 months that I've sort of amped up my purchases there. And because of that, I'm now a level 2 beauty member. So they have levels of customers. And 4 times a year, they release these, what they call beauty loop boxes. And it's dependent on how much you spend in the qualifying period. And you have to also make another purchase of at least $25 at the time that you want to collect the box. So I received a notification in the Mecca app that the new box had been released, and I went to the store and I think I purchased a blush, NARS blush. So let's have a look. I love this about shopping at Mecca. It's a fun way to try different products, and this is the second box that I got this year, and I always love a fragrance sample. So this is Florence by Tocca, a little sample vial there, and this is a lip ointment by Lano Lips, and a little pack of a mask by Go-To. This is an Australian brand. And I think, oh yes, there's one more item. Deodorant by Marlin and Goetz. I think it's eucalyptus scent. So if you are in Australia and you know you're going to be purchasing beauty products, fragrances quite regularly, I do think it's worth having a look at the Mecca Loop program. There are a lot of benefits and it's free to join, but you do have to spend a certain amount of money every year. And the other thing I want to say about Mecca is that I think they have the best service out of everywhere that I've been to purchase fragrances and also beauty products. They're very enthusiastic about their range and quite knowledgeable as well, and very keen to help their customers find something. So if you watched my last video, I spoke about feeling nostalgic for certain perfumes, and there were perfumes that I wore many years ago, starting from high school, because I started wearing perfumes when I was 15. So I have started making those, what I would call nostalgia repurchases. And the first one I want to talk about is Davidoff Cool Water. So that's the box there, Davidoff Cool Water. So this one I purchased at Chemist Warehouse. So Chemist Warehouse is a pharmacy chain here in Australia, and they do have a fragrance section, which I had never really taken seriously, but I noticed in the past 6 months that they do sell fragrances that I'm interested in. And Davidoff Cool Water was a big love, and it's been on my repurchase list for a long time. In fact, it was the only perfume that I had on the repurchase list for many years until recently. Here it is. Ah, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's a stunning bottle. Let's have a closer look. So it's this beautiful blue color and this kind of lovely shape with that lid and a bit of an indent there. So this bottle is exactly the same as I recall from all those years ago. So I purchased this from Chemist Warehouse for $30 or $40. This is the 100 ml Eau de Toilette. So this I would consider a summer, warmer month fragrance. So it won't be joining my current rotation. And that's it with the lid off. Let's give it a spray. Wow. Oh my gosh, it's incredible. It smells exactly as I remember it. Oh my goodness. So good. So good. So Davidoff Cool Water Woman is a floral aquatic fragrance. It's got notes of melon, lily, musk, and it really is so recognizable. And it was such a popular perfume when I was in high school. One person started wearing it and everybody was like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? And yes, it's been on my list ever since, and finally I have repurchased it. I'm not actually sure if this is still available in the department stores. I must say I've never really looked because I had never really considered seriously making any repurchases until a month or so ago. But yes, stunning, stunning. Really, really happy that I found this one. And it was pretty good value for the volume that I'm getting. The next recent purchase I got is Tresor by Lancome. This is a 30 ml Eau de Parfum. I purchased it from Meijer. So Meijer were having a gift with purchase promotion and I received a notification. I can't remember, was it $80 or $85 that you had to spend to get the gift set? Oh, hello. Stunning. She's a stunning bottle. So Tresor is a fragrance my mother used to wear back in the 90s. She wore perfume to go to work, and I got my love of perfumes from her. Although I don't think her love of perfumes ever got as crazy as mine has. And I bought Tresor for myself many years ago. It was one of the first fragrances that I purchased for myself as well. And I was worried that this one would be discontinued, as I noticed that they've only got it available in the 30 ml size at the moment, online and in store. And so when that notification came from Meijer, I thought, well, I have to make use of this opportunity as this is on my list anyway. And I think this was about $130 for 30 ml. So there it is with the, oops, with the top off. I don't recall it being able to stand up. So maybe that's been a modification they've made to the bottle. Do you recall, if you have used this fragrance all those years ago when it was first released, whether the bottle actually stood up? So Tresor was launched in 1990. It's an amber floral with notes of peach, rose, sandalwood. So let's give it a spray. Oh my gosh. So smelling this now transports me to a high street in London. It might have been where I purchased it. Gosh, it brings back memories. Wow. So it does present as warm. I would describe it as golden. I don't know how to explain it apart from saying that it smells golden. My gosh, yes, incredible. Truly a classic. And yeah, if you are like me, feeling super nostalgic and feeling a desire to repurchase this one, at least in Australia, it does seem to be getting more and more limited in availability. So I would suggest that you grab it if you are able to find it. And I'll show you too the gift with purchase that I received from Lancome for purchasing that perfume. So this is the first time in a super long time that I've bothered with a gift with purchase. I guess I have been quite careful with my spending, which is why I'm in a position to be able to make these purchases quite close together now. So that is the pouch. It's quite a nice pouch actually. I quite like the rose pattern on it, and it's a lovely size, so I can see myself using it, for example, when I travel to carry my toiletries with me. And in the pouch down there is a little card, so it's saying come and join Lancome rewards, receive some points and 10% on purchase. So I'll consider this because Poem is also on my list to repurchase, and that one seems to be largely available online. So this particular gift is called the Glow Getter. Some tissues, and so this is it's a comforting toner, and this is a comforting makeup remover. We have a lipstick, you can see that color there, it looks like a brownie red. I'll put it on my skin so you can see. Yeah, so a bit of a brownie red, not bright at all. Okay. And next, there is a Lash Idol mascara. This one is glossy black. There you go. I have not used mascara in years. And then we have Genifique, a youth activating concentrate. And then here is a sensitive eye, non-oily, I'm guessing this is a makeup remover. And we have a Hydrozen anti-stress moisturizing cream gel, and another Genifique. So they've given 2 lots of the Genifique concentrate, and then a little size of, I don't know which Idol this is, but there is a, oh yes, it's the Idol Eau de Parfum. So there's a little card. So yes, the Glow Getter gift set. So yeah, so this to me is quite worth it because I know I'll be using the majority of these products. I wish that this was in a spray because I'm not a fan of the splash style of wearing fragrances, but I do have some little travel bottles with sprays which I can decant this into, and all these skincare I'm quite sure I will be using. So yeah, that was the gift with purchase from Lancome. So for me, if I have something which I know I'm going to get at the time that I receive notification about the gift in purchase, then it's worth getting. I wouldn't be trying to spend, for example, $80–90 just to get the gift with purchase. I think that's not something that I would do. And I've been out of the loop for a while from these gift purchases because I've been quite frugal when it comes to beauty items, so I'm not really sure how many times a year are they available. And the last of the recent fragrance purchases is Escada's summer fragrance, Santorini Sunrise. It's a limited edition, 100 ml eau de toilette, and it reminds me very much of Greece. These white walls and blue. So I was not really aware of this summer limited edition until maybe a few months ago when I saw one at Chemist Warehouse, and I just walked right past it. I was like, oh, it barely registered because I didn't know what it was. And it turns out that it is an annual limited edition released just before the Northern Hemisphere summer. And because it's limited edition, I thought I'm not gonna wait until our Australian summer, which will start in about 6 months time, because it looked like it wasn't really available. Even this one, which I think is the newest one, really quite a gorgeous box. So this one was about $40 at Chemist Warehouse, and the store that I went to in Brisbane, there were 2 units of it left when I got there. So I don't know when it dropped in Australia, but maybe the quantities are quite small as well, given that it's limited edition. So this is a blind buy. I've never smelt this one, and that's not something I actually recommend. I actually had watched a YouTube review video of it, and I felt confident enough, and also reading the notes, that I would like it. And I guess for the price, I wasn't too worried. So there it is. Yes, gorgeous bottle. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And now that I know about this one, I'm going to be paying a lot more attention to when they're released in Australia, because it would be great to have more in my warm weather collection. Let's give it a spray. Set without its top off. And I don't know if you can see, but it has Escada on the top here. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's incredible too. Oh, I'm so happy that worked out. It would have been awful if after all that I thought, oh damn, I shouldn't have spent the 40 bucks, but yeah. Wow. It's got a candy quality to it. So the notes include sorbet, mandarin orange, pink pepper, and jasmine. So it's very much a sweet citrus fragrance. Gosh, it makes me so happy. I'm so glad I've discovered this line of limited editions, and I'm looking forward to what else they produce. I had a search online to see what other of their summer limited editions were still available for purchase, and there's not a whole lot. So I think you have to be ready to grab them whenever they come out. So here they are all together, some of my recent purchases of fragrances and the gifts that I got with either being a Beauty Loop member or gift with purchase. Really happy with these, and I might do full reviews on them. We'll see how we go. And what about you? What new additions have you made to your perfume collection? Please share in the comments. If you made it this far, thank you so much, and please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!